Ladies and gentlemen, we're in Australia, Albert Park in Melbourne, baby, for the Australian Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away they go. What do we have here at the beginning? Max Verstappen on the front line alongside of his teammate, Sergio Perez, the Drivers' Championship, tied. Sergio down into turn one. He's on the soft tires. He's taking it to Max around the outside. Great job, my man, as the two Mercedes are fighting. Okay, Russell. Are you allowed to? No, you're not allowed to fight the teammate, all right? Lewis is our top guy. You are going to defend him. Russell, I told you not to fight your teammate, you prick. Oh, he is fighting him. He doesn't care. There you go. He backed off. George Russell backs off. I don't need our two Mercedes going side by side into sector number 2. But George backing off means that the Haas has a gap. Nico Hülkenberg around the outside. Oh, trying to sort out the drivers. That might have been a mistake. Nico is on the medium tire, though, so we should have that grip advantage. Go for it, George. Go for it, George. Go for it, my man. And yes, Lance Stroll with his horrible practice where he crashed multiple times into guys like Yuki Tsunoda and such, he's all the way back in 10th place. So we are already ahead of one of the Astons. Jesus, how is Nico Hülkenberg sticking in there with George Russell? This is insanity. Come on, George. There you go. Come on, George. Get by him, my man. You have the soft tire. Nico Hülkenberg is a thorn in George Russell's side right now. He will not let it go. You got the inside line. Just go, George. He cannot beat the freaking Haas. The Haas has that Ferrari engine. There you go. George Russell pulls out on front of the Haas, and we should be able to get it done now. Now the Haas's are going one-on-one with one another. Maybe a crash? That'd be perfect. All right, George. Get your composure, get yourself back together, and get on the tail of Lewis Hamilton, as we're going to tell both of our drivers to relax with the defense and the overtakes. Just chill out, my man. Chill out. All right, so we are through the middle sector, so let's not deploy anything. We are going to utilize the similar strategy that we have in Bahrain. Not Lewis Hamilton's strategy, but an aggressive two-stop. We were able to save 2 sets of fresh soft tires from qualifying. We're starting on one of them, and we have one in the back pocket just in case. So come on now. So what do we got here? Russell is 6/10 behind Lewis. Lewis 4/10 behind Carlos. Nico Hülkenberg already falling out of the DRS range. He pushed everything with those mediums to try to stay up with George Russell. And what do we got at the front? The championship lead? Max Verstappen on the mediums, sticking with Sergio Perez. Now, we remember in Bahrain, the guy who pitted to soft tires had the advantage. That's why Sergio Perez won that Grand Prix. Well, it looks like Max learned his lesson. He's starting on the mediums, and he's going to switch to softs. Leclerc's on the mediums, Alonso's on the softs, and Ferrari's on the mediums. Interesting. So keeping up with these 3 medium runners at the front, Max Verstappen, Charles Leclerc, and Carlos Sainz, that shouldn't be an issue. It should not be that hard. We do have the faster tire. All right, so come on now. All right, so we got to try to keep up with Sainz. I am going to start to use deploy. There are 4 DRS zones in this on this track, but only 3 DRS detection zones. There's 2 DRSs, which basically double dip, right? If you detect within a second, you get 2 DRS zones, so it's real nice. Carlos, don't do this to me. Carlos, come on, buddy. Come on, get up there. Get up there with Fernando. Fernando on the soft tire. He's really pushing. Carlos Sainz getting out of the way. Oh, man. All right, back down to neutral. Are we in the DRS zone? Let's see with Lewis Hamilton. Are the rear wings going to open? They do open up. There they are. The DRS is open. The drag reduction system. And good news is that Carlos Sainz is up there as well. All right, let's start calming down those tires a little bit. Now, we do want to be aggressive, but we do also realize that both the Ferrari and the Aston Martin are clearly faster than us, even with pushing and better tires, better quality of tires, you know. They're still faster. So we are racing the Haas right now and the rest of the pack, and also Lance Stroll and the Aston Martin. There's a car that's faster than us. There's 3 cars back. So 6th and 7th would be a real good finish for us here today. Although, by staying with the Ferrari, we give ourselves a chance of maybe taking one of them, getting a 5th and 6th place finish, a 5th and 7th place finish. Maybe at the front, Sergio Perez and Max Verstappen crash into one another, right? So this is where we want to be. We want to be hanging around right here until our new car parts come in, which is the next Grand Prix in Baku. We're going to have 6 new car parts, baby. It's going to be amazing. So let's just leave the fuel running. Let's try to get the tires under control and see what this race looks like. So we can go times 2 here. We can speed it up a little bit. So on board with Lewis Hamilton, trailing Carlos Sainz. Yeah, so Carlos Sainz is going to drop off from Charles Leclerc. I I don't know why. I think Charles Leclerc is just naturally the better driver. But we saw, I think it was Bahrain as well, or maybe it was Jeddah. Sainz had really fresh tires because guys like Alonso and Leclerc were battling over and over again. Past Sainz, so you guys are missing the point that the Ferraris are faster than us. So by passing Sainz, I'm using resources to try to get ahead of him, just so he can then overtake me on the next DRS detection point. They are the faster car. There is no overtaking Ferrari. There's overtaking him for one lap, and that's where you got to try to stay with them for the whole race so you can push him at the end. But passing him right now is just not going to work. All right, this way we can conserve our tires, and hell, we can even begin to conserve our fuel nice and early here, right? So Carlos Sainz is 5th place. A 5th place finish would be amazing for Mercedes at this point in the season. That's our target. Anything that happens at the front between Leclerc and Alonso, who are going to be battling for the next 53 laps, and Verstappen and Perez, like, we could have something come our way. And then late in the race, to show you guys the pit options, I still have that fresh set of soft tires along with a medium set, right? So if everyone goes one stop to the hards, if I switch to the mediums and push like hell, Jesus! Lewis is getting that double dose of DRS right here. Look, again, it's going to kick in. Again, open the rear wing, and now it's a drag race down into turn 4. Lewis, good job, buddy. All right, so Lewis is ahead of Carlos Sainz. I mean, he should just take it right back. They're going to fight? Are you going to fight yet? Yeah, just slip in behind, my man. There you go. All right, so trying to catch up to Charles Leclerc is not going to be a possibility. 85. I mean, if I had battery, maybe I could push. No, don't push. Push both cars. No, I don't think a push is the right idea. I don't think a push is the right idea, because all I'm doing, like, watch. I guarantee you Carlos Sainz is going to overtake me. And I'm just wasting resources. So this DRS zone, he'll set up for the double dose of DRS. Although at one point, they're battling. Hamilton, go. Yeah, you guys just changed my mind. Hamilton, let's go. These guys are side by side, which means they're not taking the apex of every corner perfectly, meaning that their lap times are going to be a little bit slower. Go, Lewis. Go, Lewis. Go, go, go. Even if I can slingshot the Ferrari to catch them, to then get on that DRS train, that could be interesting. Push on softs, bro. Listen. We gotta distribute our resources the right way. Can't just push the whole race, man. It doesn't work like that. All right, so Sainz was not able to overtake Lewis because we are pushing. 1.4 seconds behind these two. These two idiots are ruining each other's race right now. Go, Lewis. Let's see if we can catch them. 1.2, sorry. Go, Lewis! How we doing with George? George is staying within. Okay, well, let's speed up a little bit with George, just so we don't fall out of this DRS range. Go with it, George. 1.3. Yeah, see, when they get back into the DRS line, when they're battling, I can catch them. But when they're back like this, it's hard. 1.2. And now Leclerc is going to get the DRS pull as I'm pulling Carlos Sainz around. Carlos Sainz is not going to go for the overtake. Come on, Lewis. Come on, Lewis. I don't think we're catching him. 1.3, 1.4. It keeps on going back, and my tires, I'm pushing them like crazy right now. I'll give it one more. We're almost there. 0.8. 0.8. Did he get it? Lewis, did you get it, my man? I think he got it. Let's see, DRS is going to open up. The rear wing is open, and Lewis Hamilton has caught up to Charles Leclerc and Fernando Alonso, battling each other, ruining each other's race. Yes, that's huge. That is huge. That's going to save us. That's going to save us a lot of time. It's going to give us some more pace. And now we got 2 Ferraris that we can take it to. Are you kidding me, George? What is Carlos Sainz doing, man? Those mediums are not lighting up at all. Uh-oh. George is not within a second. Come on, buddy. You got to get there. Slow down, Lewis. Slow down, buddy. Oh, please let George have DRS, please. Yes, he's got it. He's all right. All right, Lewis, we got to do something about these tires. Now, don't really need to, I want to save. I do want to conserve some freaking battery. What do I do? I think. First thing we got to do is we got to get George on the rear of Lewis. So let's go, George. Catch up. Don't worry about Carlos Sainz. He's going to be a thorn in your side the entire time. There you go. Now bring it back down to neutral and neutral. Now I'm beginning to question whether I could keep up with these two while doing a top-up. You know what I mean? I don't know if I could. And this is, like, we're putting in real good pace right now. For the Mercedes to be at the same pace as both Ferraris and the fastest Aston Martin, like, this is a podium. Oh my God, what happened? I told you! Shenanigans! Freaking Alonso and Charles Leclerc, they touched. What? Whose fault was that? Crash involving multiple cars. I told you. It was Charles Leclerc. He was trying to go around the outside. The Spaniard, Fernando Alonso, defending well, turning in on him. Oh, my God. Do we have damage to the front wing? I don't know. Is it just a touch? Yikes. The Ferrari garage is pissed, man. It never goes right for Ferrari in these races. You're battling for podium and you crash. All right, so what's going to happen here? I don't know if they have any damage. Let's slow it down. Where's Alonso? Alonso went way ahead. Both of them did not go into the pits. It might have just been a touch-up. They might have just touched up a little bit, and they're fine. Alonso now into the distance with those soft tires. Yeah, Alonso's got a penalty. Alonso got the penalty. It was determined by the FIA that Fernando Alonso was at fault during that collision. Investigation is done. Been confirmed they got a penalty. Time penalty. 5 seconds to Fernando Alonso. So now if we can stay within 5 seconds of Alonso by the end of the race... Both the freaking Aston Martin shitting on themselves here, man. Okay, so I don't want to try to catch Alonso yet. Now, Charles Leclerc, is there any way I can look at his front wing? Let's try to look at his front wing and see if there's any problems here. Can you guys spot a problem? Let's see. And take a picture. It's on the left side. He got hit. Now, the end plate looks fine. That front wing looks all right to me. I don't see any damage with the front wing. So it might have just been a wheel touch where they're perfectly fine. It was just a little crash. George Russell falling behind. Oh, no. All right. Lewis, we got to slow down for George. All right, we got to slow down for George. George, let's go, buddy. Let's go, my man. We don't want to fall into nothingness. We got Stroll actually now behind. Oh, yeah, we're in the middle of this train. We got to go. Go. Come on, George. You got to catch him here. Lewis is going side by side with Leclerc when I'm fully... What has happened in this race? I didn't even think of it. Remember in the first episode when we were talking about the engine reliability of the Mercedes and how it takes longer for us to get to a point where our engine loses power output? Our powertrain right now is at 65%. We don't lose power output until 65, meaning our engine is still working at 100% capacity. The Red Bulls and Ferraris drop off at like 85 and 75, meaning if they're still using their first engine, we might actually have the top end speed. Wait a minute here. Wait a minute. This is interesting now. Do we just have pace advantage? What's George Russell's powertrain looking like? 60s? I mean, we're operating at peak efficiency right now. We're about to drop off, but you got to think the other teams, they haven't switched to a new engine by the third race of the year, right? They got to be at like 65% as well. Way more pace. I mean, we're staying with them. Okay. Maybe I do want to try to overtake Leclerc and push off into the distance here. While they're on the mediums, just fucking... Hamilton, we're going to do one more lap of conserve. We're going to get our freaking... Yeah, we're going to get our battery. We're going to get our battery back for both of these guys, and then we're going to send it. We're going to try to get a gap. We're going to go into the pits. We're going to be the aggressive two-stop. John, Leclerc has damage for F... How do you know that Leclerc has damage? How did you know? Can you see it? I don't see any damage on his car. Usually there's visual. I don't see the damage, my man. Take a closer look at Leclerc's end plate. It's bent. You're right! Leclerc does have damage. It's minor damage. The front end of his end plate is tilted to the right a little bit. It's hard to see for anyone who doesn't understand. Compare it to the end plate on the left side, which looks like it's a lot taller and a lot straighter. Charles Leclerc is damaged, meaning we are losing time behind Charles Leclerc. We gotta go. We gotta go now. Good spot. Whoever that was. My Twitch engineers, they got their high-res cameras out there. Caught in 4K, baby. Leclerc is weak. He's a wounded animal. Let's take advantage now. He's going to have to maybe get a new front wing at the pit stop, which is like another 5 seconds, 7 seconds. Hell yeah. All right, we're going. Just going to wait. We're just going to wait for the double dose of DRS, all right? The double dose of DRS. That's what we're waiting for. Stay on front of signs. Okay. Hang on. George, let's go. It's time to go, buddy. We're good. All right, double dose of DRS. Go now, Lewis. Go now. You're just going to push like a maniac, all right, Lewis? You're going to push like a maniac. George, you're going to push as well. We're getting past Charles Leclerc both right here. Aggression, overtake. Same thing with you, George. Aggression, overtake. Get it done, Lewis. Get it done. As the Mercedes are turning up their engine to see what the straight line speed against the Ferrari is. Lewis Hamilton with the DRS open. Pulls out. Goes side by side with the Ferrari, down into turn 1 and gets the move done. And now the double dose of DRS. He's going to pull away. And now it's George's turn. Come on, George. Come on, George, get that move done, George. Down the inside for George Russell. And it's a double dose of Mercedes overtakes on Charles Leclerc. What brilliance shown by Mercedes right there. And now it's time to take off into the distance. We gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go, go, go. We're pushing this tire to the end of its life. I'm not holding back anymore. Go, go now. All right, so George is going to stay there in front of the two Ferraris, but he's going to battle. Lewis is going to use his battery and pull off into the distance, get out of DRS range. Lewis! We're in fourth, baby. Fourth and fifth. So Russell is going to be at risk to Charles Leclerc. Leclerc's, if he has to change his wing, that's going to be good for us. But Russell could still get beat by Leclerc, Sainz, and Stroll because he's not going to have the DRS of Lewis anymore. But Lewis has gone into the distance. I'm trying to catch up to Fernando Alonso now, right? Who has a 5-second time penalty. If we can stay within 5 seconds of a podium, oh my God, it would be incredible. All right, George, keep doing your thing. We're burning, don't care. We're burning it all. We're burning it to the ground. Burn those tires. Yeah, this is gonna be a two-stop. This is gonna be a two-stop. We're gonna force everyone into a two-stop here. Now, question.
You are the fastest track.
Fastest lap? What is? I got an engine. I got a car here today. The car's lighting up, man. The car is lighting. Okay, so let's start to top up. Let's start to save fuel. Let's start to top up and save fuel. That way we'll fly through the second stint. All right, so Charles Leclerc gets by George Russell. That's fine. You have pace. I told you. Use Russell as a shield. Yeah, we are. Don't worry. Russell's going to push the hell out of this. Now, if I am to pit, if I come out on the mediums, where do I come out? 17th. Yikes. See, the only thing is I do want to extend this stint so we don't have to come out behind all that nonsense. And I don't have much left on the tires, but I got to go. Yeah, you gotta go. 17th would be Piastri. Piastri is a 5-second gap to Tsunoda, and then there's only 2 of them. That's not bad. And there's only 2 of them. That's not bad. That's actually not yet. We're doing two-stop. We're doing aggressive two-stop. All right, we're doing it. Let's go, boys. All right, so Hamilton is trying to chase down Fernando Alonso. He is almost there. Fernando Alonso has been caught as well. Beautiful job, Lewis. All right, Lewis, let's just start conserving our battery again. Let's push, but let's conserve our battery, and we can extend this stint as well. Bring the tires down. Bring the tires down. Because I want to get out on front of all those cars in the stint. I can use Fernando Alonso's pace here a little bit, right? And George Russell is just going to be a pain in the ass for these guys. Yep, go for it, George. Go for it. Although, I don't need to be having overtake aggression on high. That could cause a crash. Same thing with you. Just low for now. When we want to get the move done, I'll get it done. But I don't need to be racing the whole race on that. Alonso probably has some... Let's check out... Let's see if anyone can see Alonso's damage. Both. Good job, George.
Let's keep this up.
I don't see any. His end plates look fine. His rear wing looks fine. His side pods look fine. I gotta see the right side of his car because he hit the right side of his car, right? Gotta see the right side of his car. Maybe here. Anything? I don't see any damage. I think Alonso got away with it, but he's got the penalty. All right, so be it. Keep it up, George. Keep it up, my man. Keep it up, George. So the guys behind me are all... Oh, that's even better. So the 3 guys who are behind George are all on mediums, meaning they're going to go further with that stint. So when I go in with George, we're going to be putting in some lap times to get a big undercut on these 3. The problem is that they're going to switch to the hard tires and try to go to the end, and we're going to have that extra pit stop in there, right? So that's going to suck. But, hey, it is what it is. Oh, shit. I'm an idiot. Oh, that was a mistake. Yep. That was a mistake. Push, Lewis, push. I forgot. I fell out of DRS range with Lewis. My bad. Uh-oh. Lewis, go, buddy. So you tell me George is actually catching up to Fernando Alonso as well. George just put a 23.3 in. Alonso a 23.9. Whoa, we got some pace here today. Alonso's on the soft tire as well. We got some pace here today. Tires, yeah, we're just burning them. I don't care. We're burning them. We're just getting this stint over and done with, and then we're going to put in faster lap time. The fact that the 2 Ferraris and the Aston can't pull ahead of us means that the two-stop is really open here. Because if they were pulling ahead of us with the faster lap times, then it sucks. But the fact that they're stuck behind us, and then when they finally get ahead of us, I'll be on the fresher tire. Like, oh my God. All right, so I'm not going to worry about Alonso anymore, all right? Trying to catch up to Alonso, that's just not going to work. We're going to conserve our battery. We're going to push the tires till they're dead. Just conserve some fuel so I can really... George, can we conserve any fuel with you? I'd like to conserve some fuel with you, George, if I could. Not on the DRS straights, obviously. George is doing it. Oh, yes. Conserve some fuel right now, George. Try to catch it up to Lewis. So during the DRS zones, I will put the fuel back. But for right now, yeah, there you go. Fuel back again. So we're going to micromanage George for a few laps here. DRS detection point. Oh, my God. We're flying. Why not burn fuel with Lewis? He's got extra because I want to use that. Our pace right now is really good. I want to use that when we come out on the new sets of tires so that we can overtake the guys who are in our way, basically, right? That's what I'm looking for. Oh, here they come. Here they come. Yeah, there it is. He's flying. He's flying. He's going to get the double dose here as well. He's gone. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, George. Just keep fighting, my man. Keep fighting, George. Stick in there, buddy. All right, so conserve. And I'll even go to harvest. George is going to go one more lap and burn the crap out of these tires. Lewis, you're going to go one extra lap than that, and we're going to see where we come out. So if George goes into the pits right now, he will come out in 16th. Yikes! Yeah, we didn't stay out long enough for the two-stop to changes me. Yeah, we didn't stay out long enough for the two-stop to be perfect, but no strategy is going to be perfect, right? It's not that easy. So because I'm behind the Ferrari here, I don't care if I'm behind them. I don't care if they're overtaking me. I'm just going to get, if I have a DRS, I might as well use it, right? This, again, the longer I stay out, if I can pull ahead of those guys in 16th and 15th, it will help us. So I'm just going to save some fuel, save some energy while these guys are pulling me ahead. Then when I'm not in the DRS, I'll go to neutral and fuel. So George can just push with the rest of these tires and see what he can do with it. Can he stay in DRS range? I think he can. Lewis is doing a good job. The Ferraris are catching Lewis. Don't worry about it. Lewis is about to pit soon. It's not going to be an issue. All right, bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. There you go. Last DRS zone. Neutral, neutral. All right, so we got a lot. Oh, no! Oh!
Feedback. Tires are gone. Yeah, A-firm.
Oh my God, I clicked the wrong button. I went to time 16 speed. I think I missed the pit with George Russell. We'll try. Fuck, man. Oh, that's so brutal. All right, we're gonna have to adjust pit options. All right, so medium tire. Medium tire. Yeah, we're gonna end on the soft. Might have to go one more lap. You think he makes it? I don't know. I think the game will. Oh, that sucks. Yeah. Oh God. All right, we gotta push. Push with the deploy and everything. Just go. It's all right. It's not the end of the world. Gotta try. As long as I'm... Okay, I still have DRS. We're okay. I still have DRS. Thank God I didn't lose DRS. Dumbass. You absolute idiot. That means I have to go one more lap with Lewis as well. Because I don't want them to come into the pits at the exact same time. All right, so Lewis, you've saved up enough battery. Damn, dude. I screwed up. Screwed up big time right there. All right, so it's good news that I'm staying within Charles Leclerc's DRS, so we're not losing too much of a lap time right here. Like, we should still be driving faster than the midfield that we're trying to get up. It's just that I went an extra lap that I didn't want to. So 48, yeah. So all I have to do is I went 20 laps on these soft tires, probably 15 laps of pushing if I wanted to at the end. So we just got to get to lap 43 on the medium tires. We could do that. All right, so George, do your thing. Lewis, we're going to go one more lap, stay within DRS range of these guys. All right, don't hit that button again. All right, so boom, and boom, deploy. Get in there, George. Oh, the Ferrari goes in. Mother! Ah, I missed it. I missed it by a lap. All right, so the Ferrari's in. Will they screw up? George, he's in as well. Pit stop. No problem. The Ferrari screwed the pooch, and George Russell gets the overtake done on Charles Leclerc. Legit. Let's go. Oh, no, that was the front wing. That was the front wing. They changed George Russell's front wing. I mean, Charles Leclerc's front wing. That's what that was. And we're in between the Williams. Go, 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 go. Get up front of Logan Sargent. There you go. Not bad. And now push. Get those tires up there. Pit Lewis. Yep. Lewis pitting for mediums. There you go, buddy. Balance. Balance. Go for it, boys. Go for it. All right, so George is now pushing. Now I got to try to time this the right way. When's the best time to get by this Williams? So this is a really good position for the pit stop. Ahead of Albon is a 6-second gap up to the Haas. So we shouldn't make up that 6 seconds before they go into the pit. So we got clean, open road on front of us with an aggressive two-stop strategy. Really good. Another DRS zone for Lewis. All right, good job, Lewis. Keep pushing, my man. Keep pushing. All right, we're going to get aggressive on this overtake. Well, I want it. I want this overtake done as soon as possible, George. As soon as possible, George. Get it done. All right, so we're on board here with Lewis. He's going to be diving into the pits right now, but can George Russell get this move done against, what is it, Alex Albon. George Russell making the move as we're on board here. Down the inside, late on the brakes, and yes, George Russell is going to get it. Lewis into the pits. Pits. No! No! Come on! 2 races in a row! You idiots, man. Are you fucking kidding me? Good God. Why are my pit stops so shit? Pit stop issue. Oh my, what was the pit stop issue? Are you kidding me with this?
So the Mercedes crew are out.
What did they do wrong?
However, they can't seem to jack the car up.
Why don't you try to jack the car up? They're not even moving. Okay. What does that do to me? Reestablish. Don't. You can fight your teammate now because you're going to be ahead of Lewis. Fuck me, dude. Just lost 6 seconds. Like that. That 5-second penalty on Fernando Alonso, gone. Fuck me, man. Holy shit. All right. Neutral. Who have I caught now? Who is this? Esteban Ocon. What? Oh, my God. Ocon is driving slow. What the hell? I already made up 6 seconds? I don't know where Ocon just came from. Did he must have crashed or spun off or did something. All right, go, Lewis. Aggression, high overtake, go. Russell, get this move done, my man. You need to do it now. Don't play around behind these slow runners. You got to move it now. We got to catch it. Oh, fuck. Go. Here you go, George. There you go, my man. Get that move done. Get out of the way, Esteban. All right, George is driving very well right now. He's driving peak performance. Lewis is pissed. 2nd race in a row. Pit stops have ruined Lewis Hamilton's race, dude. Absolute brutality. Absolutely horrible. But we are getting a nice undercut on the medium runners ahead of us. So, yeah, we are ahead of Charles Leclerc as well. Where's Charles Leclerc? Leclerc is behind the 1 Williams. So we are ahead of Charles Leclerc. But now that he's got his front wing fixed, he's going to be driving faster than us. Our batteries are looking like shit. I can push this sucker to lap 43. Yeah, so we can basically push this to where we need to. So I'm going to be pushing until it turns red, then bringing it back, then pushing it till it turns red, bringing it back. We're going to do that over and over again. Lewis Hamilton is now catching the tail of Esteban Ocon. One more push with my DRS. Now I got to save it. All right, go with it. Go with it, Lewis. All right, so George, yeah, we're going to have to bring these tires down. They're not just pushing from now to the end. In fact, I got Hulkenberg and Magnussen ahead of me. I got to get this move done, though. Oh, they're going to help each other. All right. Use a lap to conserve, and then we'll push, and we'll beat these guys. We got some pit stops. Alonso and Carlos Sainz into the pits. They're going to come out on front of me because of, man. Oh, man, those pit stops are so effing brutal, dude. They're so brutal. So these Haas now, I'm stuck behind. Made up a lot of ground on them, too. Can Lewis Hamilton get by Esteban Ocon? He can. There's Fernando Alonso. All right. So Fernando Alonso, he serves his 5-second penalty. So it's not enough to just finish within 5 seconds of him. He served his 5-second penalty into the pits. And Carlos Sainz comes out on front of the 2 Haas. You see the problem we're running into now? Yeah, here we go. All right, bring it back down. Bring it down. All right, George, we got to get by, buddy. We have to get by these 2. Aggression, overtake. We have to just do it. Get it done. I don't care how you do it. Get it done. Lewis, you're up next. Sainz 2-stop. He's on softs. Did Sainz start on softs? Sainz. Oh, you're right, though. If he's on... Yep, so Sainz is doing the aggressive 2-stop. So Sainz is ahead of us. So Sainz is in a much better spot. Although, he's going to finish on the mediums. We get to finish on the softs. Come on. This is the problem, right? When there's 2 cars that you got to get ahead of... The car that you're initially trying to get ahead of has the DRS, so... look at this. There you go, George. Just stuck. Just stuck behind these 2 fucking god-awful Haas. You're gonna go... Not gonna go into the pits. Jesus, man. Look at this. Look at this. Just get by. There you go, George. There you go, my man. Get by. Lewis, can you get by as well? Next lap for Lewis. All right. Go for it. Go for it, Lewis. High aggression. George, high aggression. Get it done. We have to get by. We're losing so much time behind these guys. All right, they're deciding to go long with their stint, which is ruining everything for us. Come on, man. Oh, my, this is so painful to watch. Just get by. Get out of the way. Why are they defending? You're a pit stop down. You're clearly not in this race. Piss off. Good Lord. The problem is now George Russell's going to give them DR, and they're still not going in. They're one-stopping for sure. See what I mean? The DRS, he just pulls them along. Fuck. At least now George is setting the pace out in front. That's good news. All right, George, we got to bring these down. We gotta bring these down, buddy. Fuck, dude. Brutal for Lewis Hamilton. That pit stop. Look what that pit stop hell put us into. Lewis would have been ahead of these two Haas, I'm pretty sure, when he pit. Fuck, dude. So brutal. There's the DRS again. Just won't get out of the way. Nothing I can do. Charles Leclerc. Yep, there's Leclerc now. Fuck me, man. Thanks a lot, Haas. Thanks a lot. Thanks for defending like freaking animals for nothing. All right, go with it, Lewis. Go with it. They're still not going in. Jackasses, man. So we got Leclerc. We got Alonso back there. Stroll? Where's Stroll? Stroll's in second. I guess he's staying out there long. We should have the undercut on Lance Stroll. And there you go. All right, so good job, Lewis. Let's get our tire temperatures back under control. Now, what lap do we... I mean, okay, so let me do a little strategy in my own head here. Let me just make sure we're good. Yeah, we got 3 seconds ahead of us to chase down Pierre Gasly. I got Hamilton, who's got 2 Haas in between him and the DRS, so we have some time to cool down our tires right here, right? Now, the soft tires... Our soft tires went 20 laps, but I also did some conserving. So if I'm pushing those those soft tires, probably 13, 14, 15 laps of absolute all-out, right? So if I want to get, let's say, 15 laps in, that means I'm going to have to pit around lap 43. And to get to lap 43, we have to go another 14 laps. So, question is, if I push, I'll get to lap 42. I think I could push with orange, aggressive the whole way. That way... We're getting good pace, and we're going to get to lap 43, but we're not going to push them to shit. So, Twitch Scouts, you all right with that? The aggression? It's not going to overheat the tires as much. I'm not getting as much pace as I possibly can, but it's more consistent pace. It's not going to burn through the tires as much, and I don't have to cool them down. But in fact, on Hamilton, we're going to start to use some of this fuel and see if we can catch up to George Russell. All right, I'm going to start to deploy some of that, because if Fernando Alonso, when he gets by these two Haas, he's going to be on... Lewis Hamilton's took us, and it would be nice if Lewis had a bit of a DRS to be able to defend. All right, so, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we can speed this sucker up a little bit. Verstappen into the pits. He comes out in third. Let me see Max. Max is 1 stopping. Oh, my God. And Sergio Perez, I think, is either 2 stopping, or what did Sergio do? Hang on. Sergio started on the soft to medium. You think Sergio's 1 stopping from soft to medium? Max is 1 stopping from medium to soft. Sergio's 2 stopping. He's got to be. He's got to be. So we're ahead, we're behind Perez, we're behind Verstappen, we're behind Sainz. We're in 4th and 5th right now, I think. Sainz is, how far is he up? Yeah, Sainz got like 7 seconds because he pit at the right time. Fuck me. Now, safety car, virtual safety car late, so we could switch to those soft tires would be nice, but we need to get to lap 43. So let's do that. Checo 1 stopping. Perez maybe. Checo just had the fastest lap, though. It would be real interesting if these guys can go soft to medium to the end. You know, maybe they can. They're not going to have a lot of pace, though. Tell you that. All right, so George Russell is catching the tail of Pierre Gasly, who is not pitted just yet. So this should be a fairly easy overtake. Oh, am I still on? Yeah, crushing overtake. Lower that. Lower that. We don't need that up there. Okay, so what we're going to do here, I'm going to just stay behind Pierre Gasly until the double dose of DRS. So this one I'm not going to try to overtake. I'll just let him, you know, what's it called? Tow me, basically, to the next big one so I can get even more lap time. And Hamilton can make up a little bit more ground. Fernando Alonso right behind Hamilton now. See the problem? Oh, man, getting stuck behind those Haas really sucked, man. That's racing, though. You got to deal with it. All right, George, let's get this sucker done. Come on, get by the Alpine. And you just got to drive. What's Alonso's tire weight? He's got fresher tires than we do. Yep, and he's in a faster car. That's what I keep on forgetting. Our engine might be a little bit more reliable now because their engines are wearing down faster, but overall the cornering and all that, the acceleration, that's all still faster. All right, so good job. Just go back to normal aggression. Hamilton, his tire temps are getting up there, but as long as it doesn't go in red, I'm fine with it. Just got to get another 12 laps in with 75% medium tires. We can do that. They're at peak confidence, so putting them at low doesn't really matter. That's true, but, you know, if they're not overtaking or defending, why even have it there? You know what I mean? It's just the way I'm thinking about it. So it looks like Pierre Gasly got the DRS from, yeah, so it looked like it. So I'm just going to go back into conserve with Hamilton. We're going to be stuck behind him for a lap. There's nothing we can do about it. All right. Stay behind him. Stay behind him. Use him here to tow you in. Fernando Alonso's getting real close. I think I want to use the double dose of DRS so I can take away from Alonso again. Yeah, I'm not going to overtake him here. You know, oh, maybe I am. Don't have any choice. Those tires are worn down for Pierre Gasly, man. Go into the pits, Pierre. Pierre, why are you still fighting back? You got overtaken when I wasn't using anything. There you go, buddy. Get into the damn pits and get out of my way. All right, so Hamilton. We got Alonso. Did Alonso get the DRS? Oh, he gets the DRS. I didn't get the DRS because he went into the pits? Oy, oy, oy. Man, there's lots of things. Lewis should be up by like 4 seconds on George. Instead, he's 2 seconds behind him, man. God, pit stops. All right. So, Russell, conserving fuel. Yeah, so with Lewis, we're just going to let him go. So, maybe, what's his name? Fernando Alonso can get ahead of Lewis here. Yes, there he did. And maybe now Lewis can stay on the tail of Fernando Alonso and bring us further up the grid, away from Charles Leclerc, who's 3.8 seconds behind. What happened with Leclerc? He's falling off, man. What are those lap times? Leclerc, 22.9. We just put in a 22.7. Oh, his soft tires are wearing down. What did he start on? Charles Leclerc, medium to soft. Damn. You think he's going to go medium, soft, soft? Or medium, soft, medium? Medium, soft, hard? He's all over the place, Charles Leclerc, man. That early pit stop because of the front wing really screwed his race. Lance Stroll into the pits. Come on, please screw up. This would just be hilarious. Because why not? It's Lance Stroll. Soft tires on for Lance. Oh my God, Lance Stroll can't catch a break, my man. God damn. All right, so we are officially comfortably ahead of Leclerc and Stroll at this point in the race. Now Stroll with the soft tires, do you think he goes to the end with 30? No, there's no way. So he's two-stopping. So we're 10 seconds ahead of Lance Stroll. We're fine. The only guy we're fighting right now is Alonso. So we're fighting for 4th and 5th. That's essentially what we're fighting for here. Maybe Verstappen and Perez have a mistake. It seems like Carlos Sainz, I don't know what he did, but his strategy was right on. Because he stayed out long enough on those mediums to where he didn't have to come out in traffic. Where we had the pit stop issue, combined with getting stuck behind those two Haas. Hamilton would have been closer to, he would have been like 5 seconds behind Carlos Sainz, maybe. Damn, dude. Maybe even he would have been able to link with the DRS, you know what I mean? Could have been great. All right, so Hamilton, yeah, we've basically saved up enough fuel now. So I'm going to go back to topping up with both of our drivers. And we're going to save that battery for the final stint on the soft tires, all right? Because where we're driving right now, that's where we want to finish. So we're good. So I can save some batteries right now. We can go into just push. All we have to do is get through another 6 laps, so I won't worry about it. Bring it home, boys. Bring it home. The final stint. Now, a safety car would be very interesting. As Carlos Sainz goes into the pits, Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc into the pits. There you go. Charles Leclerc is coming out on those softs. Okay, so the softs, people are going on them with 20 laps to go. Look at that. Ugh, well, I'm going with 15 laps to go, all right? I'm giving myself plenty. All right, so I think we can really start pushing now. If other teams are coming in for the softs to the end, we can start pushing, right? Let's attack fully and burn the hell out of these medium tires.
Let's get after it.
Leclerc going to undercut you. Yes, he's going to undercut me, Mr. Mike, but I'm going to come out with 99% soft tires while he is, let's see, now is he behind like Pierre Gasly? And he's behind Pierre Gasly and Lance Stroll, meaning that he has to battle. And by the time he does get the undercut, I'll have 99% fresh tires against his 85s. I'll be putting in faster lap times. Safety car isn't happening because the feature apparently isn't in the game. No one's retiring at all. I think they have patched safety cars in this. I remember safety cars used to happen, like it was rare if it didn't happen at least once in a Grand Prix. And then there could be certain Grand Prix where it's like 5 or 6 people retire. Have we had a safety car yet in this series in Bahrain or Saudi? I don't think we have, had we? That's crazy. That really is. All right, so we're almost to the end of this tire. Let's start really saving. Not yet. Wow, that's insane. Oh, well. All right, so George is driving very well. Lewis Hamilton, he can get a little bit more confidence. But what we're doing is we're allowing Fernando Alonso to set the pace with those mediums. Fernando's going to have to pit again as well. When does Fernando come in? Oh, fuck. This is going to be tough, man. Because Fernando is going to have the soft tires at the end as well. What did Fernando start on? Fernando went soft, medium, soft. Yeah, he's got to. Let Lewis pit first. Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea to make up for the pit stop. Yeah. But the further I go here, the more, like, the better my soft tire will be for the end of the race. And now we're really hoping for a safety car. Okay, that's enough battery charge. What we're hoping for now is a big-time safety car. A safety car would, oh my god. It would put us way ahead of Stroll and Leclerc. And it would even allow us to battle Carlos Sainz again. Come on. I'd love a safety car, a virtual safety car right now. Everyone put on your safety car, virtual safety car rally caps, please. I need it. I need it. All right, George. That is enough conserving with you, George. Now go back to conserving your fuel. The reason we're conserving fuel is because we saved our tire to the point where we can just burn it now. And while burning it, we have good lap times while conserving our fuel. So that way in our last stint, we'll really be able to put fuel into the car. So that's enough for Hamilton there. One point, I don't want to make the car too heavy. So let's just stay ahead. There you go. Keep going. I got plenty of batteries so I can get overtakes done as well. Things are looking good. Safety car, please. God. Safety car or virtual safety car. I got 2 laps for it to come out. Please. I need you. I need you in the worst way. It would be the greatest. All right, that's enough for George as well. Don't need to hold on. We just got to push away from Alonso here. Sainz is going to be able to go to the end of the race, but we'll have fresher tires. No, Sainz is ahead of us. Sainz is in 3rd place right now. Yeah, we have to look at Carlos Sainz as being in 3rd. Stroll and Leclerc, they might be getting an undercut on us right now. However, when we come out, we're going to have much fresher tires than them, all right? So I think we'll be able to fight back against them to the end of the race. All right, so lap 43. Am I going in now? Probably want to go in now with Hamilton, that way to get Alonso off the DRS from Russell. Yeah, so we're going to go in with Hamilton. We're going to put on this fresh soft tires, all right? All we have to do is go 15 laps, and we can go aggressive with it. Yeah, we can go aggressive with it. Come on, Lewis. Come on, Lewis. Don't screw this up for me again, boys. Do not screw this up for me. Now, George, you're in next lap. Soft tires. We could stay out longer, but now we're hurting our lap times because the softs will be way faster than the mediums. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. 2.8. All right. I want to get that down to 2.5 or lower, but at least it's not 6 or something. You know what I mean? I can handle that. All right, so George is doing his thing. Hamilton, go, 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 go. Here come the 2 Ferraris. There goes Leclerc. Oh, no, that's the Alfa Romeo. All right, so there's Charles Leclerc. But you see what I mean now? Behind Charles Leclerc, 99% soft tires to Charles Leclerc's 82. Beautiful, right? No problem. We should be able to take it to Leclerc, and we should be able to take it to Stroll. And Alonso, I think, still has to pit as well, so he's going to fall out somewhere there also. All right, so go, 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 Russell. Go, 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 Russell, go. All right, use that deploy. Go with it.
Use the overtake.
Okay, so I have him pitting? I have him pitting. Good. Save the battery to the end. Well, I want to... the undercut against Alonso. I want to make sure I use the battery so that I get a gap to Alonso so he's not immediately in DRS range. Because he might be driving faster than us while we have cold tires, right? So here comes George Russell, who's currently in 3rd. Oh, please, virtual safety car right now. Virtual safety car right now. Right now, 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 right now. No. Man, you guys are right. No safety car, virtual safety car. It's crazy. All right, so into the pits. Russell. No shenanigans, boys. Soft tires. 2.6. All right, that's a real good one for this pit crew. Hell yeah. Nice job, boyos. All right, so he should be even further up the road to, what's his name, Lance Stroll. And there goes Charles Leclerc. Here comes Lewis Hamilton. Lewis, relax, buddy. No more pushing. No more pushing, Lewis. All right, we got to push with George. Actually, you know what? George, don't fight teammate. Don't fight teammate. You're on cold tires, buddy. Get out of Lewis's way. Get out of Lewis's way right now. You're on cold tires. You can stay behind him. George? There you go. Now you deploy and you stay behind Judd. That way I could just get Lewis and let him go. All right? I cannot have that. Lewis is flying and he's trying to catch Charles Leclerc and Lance Stroll. All right, so now we're pushing to the end. If I push on these, what do we look like? We can push max to the end. Now, the last 3 laps, I might want to slow it down. If our tires start to overheat into the red, I might want to bring it down a little bit, right? But for the most part, we can push to the end. So, can we catch Charles Leclerc and Lance Stroll and Fernando Alonso? What's he doing? Is he going to the end of the race on those? He might be going to the end of those races. Man, fucking Fernando, dude. And Sergio Perez as well. Is Fernando Alonso and Sergio Perez going to the end of the race? Max Verstappen 6 seconds behind Perez. Perez, if he wants to win this race, he's got to stay out there. It's as simple as that now. All right, neutral. Russell. One more set of pushing your battery. Max is on hard, so I know Max can go to the end. That's why he's behind Perez right now, because the mediums gave him such a better pace in the beginning part of the stint, but now he's behind it. All right, so now that I've caught Leclerc, let's go back and just conserve our tires for one lap to bring the temperature down to ensure that we can get to the end while pushing. You see what I mean? So let's let Charles Leclerc drive us to... Actually, is he driving faster than Lance Stroll? Charles Leclerc is driving faster than Lance Stroll, so I don't even need to overtake Charles Leclerc yet. I can conserve our tires, giving me even more of an advantage, and Charles is already bringing us to Lance Stroll. You see what I mean? So I'm just going to, I think I'll do one more lap like this, and we'll allow Russell to get onto this train as well. Yep, just chill out. Do I have him on push? I don't want you on push, yeah. Don't want you on push. Push the fuel? Yeah, okay. Yeah, we don't need to save any more fuel. You're right. I don't need to push the fuel. I don't need to conserve the fuel, sorry. All right, you're good, you're good. Relax. Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down, my man. Bring it down. Bring it down. All right, so George Russell, we're going to work on his tires as well. Charles Leclerc will not be able to pull away from us. We have the fresher soft tire, and we have 4 DRS zones that are just going to pull us around. All right, so I think we're good. What did he do last lap? A 21.6? Okay, so he was slower than him there. All right, so let's go. Let's go, Lewis.
Close up.
Let's start to push, buddy. All right, you're just going to go neutral here. Let Lewis get the job done before you start worrying about Charles Leclerc. I don't need to push Russell just yet. Russell will be faster than Charles Leclerc with 90% soft to a 20% soft. That's a huge increase. And like I said, I think our straight line speed is actually looking pretty good here. As Lewis Hamilton in here in Australia gets the move done on a Ferrari. Yeah, boys. Overtaking those Ferraris here in Albert Park. Let's go. Go for it, Lewis. Go for it, my man. Neutral. Burn that tire to the ground. All right, attack, attack. You're up next there, George. All right, messing around with the camera angles, my bad. So Lewis has 5 seconds, 5-second gap behind Lance Stroll with 10 laps to go. I think he can catch him. All right, next up, George. We got to get by. We got to get by, and then we can provide DRS protection for Lewis Hamilton. Get by, George. Get by. Oh yeah, I'm gonna give you the deploy as well. Get by. Yeah, so Charles Leclerc is still within DRS range of Lewis Hamilton, so he's pushing. So we got to try to get George Russell by here. Just keep pushing. Keep pushing. I'm not slowing down. Lewis gets by. Was that the Alfa Romeo? Oh, the Alfa Romeo getting in the way. Get out of the way. Get out of the way, Bottas. Or Joe Guan Yu. Come on, George. George with a purple third sector there, man. The DRS is pulling him around. Go, go, go. Yeah, Lewis Hamilton is 1.2 seconds ahead of Charles Leclerc. That means I can take away the what's it called? The deploy. Yep, Lewis, you're doing good. All right, save those tires again. They're reds. They're really going to burn out. Just chill. You don't want to burn them that hard. We'll get the double dose. We'll get the double dose of DRS here for George. All right, George. Get him. Get him, George. Get him. George Russell now looking to take apart Charles Leclerc. And you can see what that battling for Alonso and Leclerc did at the beginning part of the race, right? They were squabbling, they hurt each other's lap times, and then they eventually touched. And look what it did to both of them. We just pick up the pieces, baby. Pick them right up. All right, bring those tire temps back down for one more time, and then we're going to the end. I have plenty of life in these tires. I got plenty of life in them. But they perform better when they're in peak temperature range, all right? So that's what we're looking for right now. Running low on fuel. We're good. I think Perez and Alonso are going to the end on those mediums, dude. We're going to have a huge advantage over them, but we have to make up 20 seconds, basically, because they didn't go the extra lap. 20.4, 21.8 for Perez. We're like a second and a half faster than Sergio Perez. Holy crap, man. If we could get some shenanigans here late, you never know. How far are we behind Lance Stroll now? We are 3 seconds behind Lance Stroll. Tires are too hot. Yeah, I know. The tires are hot. I know. I got plenty of life left. All right, it's time to full send with Lewis. Let's go, buddy. And George, you're going to full send as well. I know the tires are hot, but it's now or never, all right? This is the race. So with all of my resource management in the beginning stint and the first half of the race, now we get to deploy it. Hopefully the other computers are just holding on, you know what I mean? They're conserving fuel, they're conserving their batteries, they're conserving their tires, while I'm maximizing the aggressive two-stop. Come on, get around them. Yeah, Pull away. Yes. We might get a second on Charles Leclerc here. We might get a second on Charles Leclerc. We got a second. Pull out of the DRS range. Pull out of the DRS range. And Charles Leclerc has dropped off. His tires at 60% cannot keep up with our tires at 75%. Let's go, boys. Get this done. Next up, Lance Stroll. All right, what did he do last lap? Lance Stroll did a 20.9. We did a 20.7. Damn. What's it? 54%. They're going to be dropping off. 7 laps to go with 54%. He can't push to the end. No way. No effing way. All right, George Russell has DRS on Lewis. So, George, you're doing good, but I don't want you to fight your teammate. Save your fuel. Save your tires. You're going to defend Lewis Hamilton, all right? Lewis, we got to bring our tires back down just slightly, dude. Just for one little cold stint. Just run them through so we can get more performance. I know you guys want me to push, but we're actually losing time to Lance Stroll here. 24.4, yeah, 20.8. Lance is keeping his tires in the right tire temperature, and therefore I'm losing a little bit of pace. So let me just bring these down. All right. I think if I just go on neutral, I think this should give us better lap times. And all we need to do is get 1.9 seconds. Then we're in DRS, and it's 2 DRS zones we can overtake them. Right. So I got plenty of laps left. Let's keep the tires where they need to be. Light for Russell. All right, because we don't want to burn through them because then we burn through our advantage. We have a 20% advantage over Lance Stroll. If I burn through them, then all of a sudden it's 15%, and we're still a second and a half back. You know what I mean? So let's see. I'm just going to leave it on neutral and neutral for 1 lap and see what Lewis does. A 21.2, Lance Stroll a 21.5, so 0.3 faster. So within 3 laps, you get a second, basically. So in 3 laps, we'd be down to 1.7. So we're going to have to push eventually, and I will. Don't worry. All right, so we got it back down again. Let's go. Let's go, Lewis. Let's go, Lewis. Lewis can barely keep up with Russell. That's because Russell's getting the DRS, so Lewis is constantly pulling him ahead. Lance Stroll's going to overtake Alonso? Oh my God, Alonso's right ahead of Stroll. Maybe we can get Alonso, right, he's on the 1 stop. We might have 4th and 5th. Dude, Max Verstappen's only 3.8 behind Sergio Perez. All right, it's time to push. It's time to push. Lewis, you just got to go, my man. I need the British man, Lewis Hamilton, the 7-time champion. I need you to go right now. We can see them. 2.1 seconds behind for Lewis. We can see them up the road. That's both of them right there. It would be great if they started squabbling. Alonso's tires are about to be in the 30%, and Stroll's softs, which degrade even worse when you get below 40%, you know? Go. 1.7 seconds behind them. We're doing this. We're doing this. Finally. This could be a race strategy I could be proud of, man. It worked out for us. Okay, relax. We want to keep George in this. We want to keep George in this. Keep him in there. Keep him in there. Hang on. Whoa, 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 whoa. George, you still got the oh, man. I might have fallen out of DRS range there with George Russell. That's okay, though. That's okay. We can make it work. George got DRS. We're all right. What the? Get out of the way, McLaren! Oh, my God. You stupid McLaren just slowed me down. That just cost me 1.4, 1.5. Fucking McLaren. Get out of the way, you stupid back marker. I just lost maybe 2 or 3 tenths right there. Just lost 2 or 3 tenths. Imagine if Lewis didn't get effed on the pit stop. Oh, don't even start with me, boof. Don't even start with me, man. Oh, pisses me off to even think about it. All right, Lewis, you are in DRS range. All right, let's bring those tires down. Bring them down. Bring them down. You're in DRS range. You're going to be in both DRS ranges right here. Bring them down. Fuel is looking good. Okay, let's conserve the fuel a little bit, so we'll conserve it when we push. All right, George is right there as well. Relax, George. We're going. We're going. We got DRS. We're just going to bring our tires back under control. I got 3 full laps. 56, 57, 58. Why not conserve Russell's battery there? You're probably right. I probably could. I'm freaking out, dude. I'm freaking out, all right? I'm trying my best. It's a controller, and I have a lot to control. Commentary's all over the place as well. I know it. All right. Now, if a safety car happens late in the race could end under safety car rules. I don't want that to happen. So, Lewis, get it done now. Get it done now. Oh, he still has DRS? No way. Alonso's 1.2 behind. How did he get DRS? The fucking back markers. Get out of the way. That's why he has it. Go, Lewis. Lewis, around the outside of Fernando Alonso for 5th place. They both have DRS. It's a freaking drag race down into turn 4. And Lewis Hamilton, the inside line, gets it done. Let's go, Lewis. All right, next up, George Russell. Aggression overtake is high. Same thing with you. George, we got to go, buddy. We got to go now.
Nice work, Lewis.
Nice work, Lewis.
So currently P5.
Okay. Come on, Lewis. Get Lance 4th and 5th place finish. This would be incredible for Mercedes. And then the upgrades for next week. Holy shit. Max is 2.7 seconds behind Sergio Perez for first place, the Drivers' Championship. There's a wild season here in Formula One. Crazy stories are happening. Lance Stroll, after a horrific weekend, it's about to get worse for him. Although he's going to finish ahead of his teammate with all, like, that's crazy. Lance actually, it's got to be said, Lance had a great race. His pit crew effed it up for him. He started in, like, 10th, and he's finishing ahead of Alonso. Wow. All right, let's go. Let's go. Double dose of DRS. Get it done right now. First up is Lewis Hamilton here in Australia. The second last lap. Mercedes strategically deploying their resources in the right moments, meaning that their final stint, they have more pace, more everything than everyone else. And Lewis Hamilton into fourth. Let's go. Next up, we got George Russell. He might need one more lap to get it done. Lewis, we got to get out of DRS range of Lance Stroll so that George Russell can overtake him. All right? So, Lewis, I need you to go, buddy. I need you to go as we're on board here in Melbourne with Lewis Hamilton. He needs to pull out a second over Lance Stroll as we're on board here with Lance Stroll 9/10 off the lead. Here comes a DRS detection point. I don't know if Lance Stroll got it or not. Let's take a look at his rear wing. Oh, what the? There you go. Rear wing is open for Lance Stroll. Not good. All right, so George, we got to go. We got to go right now, George. Good luck, buddy. All right, Lewis's fuel looks good. I'm going to continue to push to the end. He's at a DRS range. Should we push here? Should we push the next one? Probably push the next one. He's got DRS. Push the next one, George. Push the next one, George. Not here, George. Not here. Not here. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Not here. Stroll, you got to use your deploy. Go, Lewis. Go. You got to stay out of DRS range. All right, George. It's now or never, buddy. Last lap, overtake. You got to get it done. We got one full lap to go. Come on, George. Come on, George. Get it done, my man. George Russell on the tail of Lance Stroll with the DRS enabled. George! Where's the speed? What happened to the speed? Wait, overtake him! Wait. George! George of the Jungle waiting for the second dose of DRS around the outside now. Yes, George! And he gets it done! Lance Stroll surviving barely on 31% soft tires. Oh my goodness. Save it. Save everything. Save everything. Come on, boys. Come on. Great job, boys. Great job. All right. Think. We got Lewis. We got George. Am I any danger of being overtaken? Just let them push. Lewis, I think we're good. Fuel, conserve, get to the end of the race. No stupidity, Lewis. No stupidity. Because we got Sergio Perez and Max Verstappen. I don't believe it. Sergio Perez is going to go. How many laps? He pit on lap 23. He made it like 30-something laps on those damn medium tires. Way to go. My goodness. George, bring down the batteries. There you go. Lewis and George, 4th and 5th. This is beautiful. Max Verstappen in 2nd place. Carlos Sainz had an incredible race. Yeah, his strategy got right. But the best finish of the year for Mercedes. They get 4th and 5th place. And the next race in Baku, our car is going to be completely upgraded. Woohoo!
So we have
Sergio Perez on the top once again. We got a real rivalry between Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez this year, ladies and gents. So the race results, Sergio Perez, the Grand Prix winner. Max Verstappen, man, Max, what is going on this season? Sergio's taking it to you. Carlos Sainz, great race. And look at that, both Mercedes moving up 2 spots. Lance Stroll moved up 5 spots. Alonso and Leclerc, let it be known why you guys call me scared at the beginning of a race, because I'm not aggressive. I don't go for overtakes. Look what Alonso and Leclerc just did to one another. They battled early, and look what happened. Alonso lost 3 spots. Leclerc lost 5. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. Drivers' Championship, Sergio Perez was 65. Max Verstappen was 61. Carlos Sainz takes over 3rd from his teammate Charles Leclerc. Lewis Hamilton gets by Fernando Alonso and George Russell. So, yeah, we're pulling ourselves up. We had a great weekend against the Aston Martin. Clearly the 3rd best team on the grid. And it's only going to get better with our new car parts.